ASI Computer Systems is committed to constant innovation and improvement that is provided to you through the ASI SmartBooks updates. We've recently made several enhancements to make ASI SmartBooks even more indispensable. This video will cover the new enhancement named Process Invoice Return Inventory Products to Stock. With this example, your customer has returned an item because it did not fit and they want their money back. There is nothing wrong with the item, so you are going to put it back on the shelf to resell.
We will begin by going to a new invoice. A restock checkbox has been added to the invoice to place inventory back into stock when the invoice is processed. On the invoice product line, a checkbox control for restocking the product can be selected. The checkbox is only available when the product method is release stock or release customer stock, the quantity is a negative, and the product resource contains a location. If we make this a positive quantity, you'll notice that our restock disappeared. So go back to our negative quantity. There is a help window with additional information. We'll click on the blue circle with the question mark. Then our help window appears. Additional charge product lines will also display a restock checkbox when the method is release stock or release customer stock. The quantity is negative value and the product contains a location. You can override the checkbox to either check or uncheck the control. A validation message will display when entering a negative quantity on an invoice without checking the restock checkbox. We go down and check our restock box, and now the validation message disappears. We'll go ahead and process this invoice. We're going to take a look at transactions. When the product line indicates restock, the invoice will create a stock received transaction using the invoice number. And there's our invoice number. We can close this option. When reprocessing an invoice or consolidated invoice, the processed invoice will have the Save Process Invoice menu option disabled when any product line indicates restock. We're going to open an invoice. This message will appear upon editing an invoice where restocking has occurred. We'll select OK. The History tab on the invoice product line will show a line related to the restocking. So select our History tab. Under the Information column, you can see it says Return to Stock. We'll go ahead and close. Under the Inventory tab of the ribbon menu, under the Stock Control group, we're going to take a look at Transactions. We're going to check our additional fields. A restock field is now available as an optional column on the stock transaction, the stock transaction audit trail, and invoice product list views. We can check our box and apply changes. And on the right-hand side, we can see our column for restock. We go and close our list view. And this will conclude the review of this new enhancement to return inventory products to stock.